Okay guys, John the van guy. Here we have a big problem and how to solve it. It was with my Boxster, and I've had a similar problem with the Honda S2000, but that's another story. I might mention that later. This is what to do when, and here we are, Boxster S, when you've left maybe the door open and the keys in the ignition, taken a phone call, left the car, battery runs flat, hood down, alarm goes off, and you can't get the hood open. So your alarm's going like mad, can't get the hood open. What do? The key fob, useless, it's not working, not responding to the key fob. Every time I go near the flipping car, it goes off again. So not very popular with the neighbours, I'm sure. Okay, now, so first of all, how do you inactivate the alarm? You've got your keys, you can get into the car, the alarm's going like mad, just imagine it. Very effective. So I've looked online and I did find something for actually getting the bonnet open, thanks to Paul 1962. I'll show you that. But the important thing was to get the alarm, to stop the alarm going. So you can unlock the car with your keys, right, which I did. Then what you do is, you can imagine the alarm going like mad, so it's a bit panicky, is put your keys in the ignition and put them in the drive position. Whatever this is on, this is number 2. And when it's in 1, 2, the second click, when it's there, the alarm should go off. And you should do this apparently when you're taking a battery out. Put it into the 2 position, the switch on position, and the alarm will go out, allow you to take the battery out, and you can put the battery back again, or the charged battery. Anyway, I found this quite by accident actually. I put the keys in, turned it, and the alarm stopped once it was in that position. Right, so the next thing was to get the bonnet open. Well, I looked online and there's various ways you can actually apparently manually do it. I know I've done this before and I've done a video on it, on getting into the back boot when you've got no battery. There's actually a cable runs on the near side underneath the wheel arch, and you can actually, if you pull away the behind the wheel, you might have to take your wheel off. If you pull away the wire on the right hand side, you'll find a wire. If you pull that, you can actually release the boot mechanism, so you can get in the boot. But getting into the bonnet so you can charge the battery is another story. Apparently there are ways where you can get similarly get behind the something for me. You actually get behind the wheel, take some of the plastic covering off, and you'll find that you'll be able to, again, apparently there's a wire there which should allow you to release the catch. Right, okay. Also, thanks to Paul, there is another way, and which I actually used to and found it worked. Now this is it. I'll show you in position. Again, Paul, this is on Paul, so he's done this, and I used his method. So here we have the gearbox, the fuse box, beautifully in front of you. What you do is you go to the 3rd row down, 1, 2, 3, 3 fuses in, and using that little yellow tab thing, you can pull out that fuse. Mine's a 40. Pull out the fuse and put an ordinary bit of wire in there. I've got it connected up at the moment. Yeah. See, any old bit of wire, and force it in there into that fuse. You push the fuse back in to hold the wire in. Okay, then you connect that end of the wire to a live battery clamp. It's attached to the positive pole of the battery, and pardon me, the earth attached to the catch on the door. And then once you've done that, you'll find you will be able to open the bonnet. There was enough charge left in the battery to let me open the bonnet. Anyway, going round there, you can actually see now charging it up with the smart charger, so I don't have to take the thing out of the car. It was actually down to about 6 volts or something ridiculous. That's why I couldn't open the car, and set the alarm off as well. So there you go. So bottom line is, put your keys, to stop the alarm going, put your keys in position 2 in the ignition, unlock your car, actually get in, put that in position 2, and that'll stop it going on and off. And now you've got access to the, once you can get the hood open using this particular method, this electrical method, which is quite nice, saves you faffing around behind wheels and things, trying to find cables. Apparently there is a cable behind here somewhere. If you pull that plastic down, you should be able to find the cable to actually pull. Oh, there's another cable apparently from another video, which apparently if you take somehow behind all this section, there's a black cable you should be able to pull, but I don't know about that. But this electrical method of Paul's works very well, so thank you for that, Paul. And that's it. So I hope this helps someone. What a day. Yeah, I'm trying to get on another note, I'm trying to get my Honda S2000 alarm sorted. It's Hamilton and Palmer, not Hundley and Palmer, which are the biscuits. Hamilton and Palmer. What's happened is the key fobs, once the battery went really flat, partly because I left the lights on, and as a result of that, the HMP alarm won't recognise the fobs. And apparently this can happen with these particular alarms, and there's no easy way around it except replace the circuit board in the main control unit. I had August Motors put the Cat 1 in there as the control unit. It was replaced in 2020, and apparently I rang up Hamilton and Palmer and rang them actually up, and they said, yeah, it is at fault with these particular types of alarms, which they don't know quite why it happens. If you go flat, you can wipe, and it's left flat for any length of time, it can wipe all the codes from the circuit board in the main control unit, and so you are stuck basically. There's 2 ones, I think they changed them there's a Cat 1 and Cat 2, or Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 1 was up to about the year 2000, Type 2 came in, there's a 21 and 22. No, 21 and 22. The 22 are the ones which don't have a key lock on the siren, which the 21s have, and apparently that's how you can tell the difference. You're stuck with if you haven't got a 21, you've got a problem. With the 22, the circuit boards you can replace and then put back in the codes, which are the key codes. Apparently that's supposed to work, and the actual control unit is under the driver's seat. Once you can actually open it, it's a funny mechanism to open it, apparently, and hopefully we'll see. I might have to resort to doing that and replace those boards. There's no easy way around it, it seems. Okay, thank you for that. Great fun here.